This is a radar indicated threat. The following impacts are expected.
Alrighty, let's do this thing.
Will be injured. Expect
Waiting on
hail
YouTube
damage
to
to
load.
roofs, siding, windows, and vehicles. Expect wind damage to roofs, siding, and trees.
Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, let's get it started. I'm losing my voice, and I don't feel super great today, but there's tornadoes to be caught, or alleged threat of tornadoes today. We are about 10 miles south of Electra. It's fine. Okay, maybe we got some internet. Maybe we got the internet now. Okay, this is fine. Thriving. We are thriving today. We are about 10 miles south of Electra, which is going to be west of Wichita Falls along 287. We are closing in on a severe thunderstorm. It's currently warned for golf ball-sized hail? Maybe? Golf balls, I think. Yeah, golf ball-sized hail. It is moving into the most conductive corridor, I'm going to call it. The best atmospheric space for tornadoes, and that's only expected to get better as the night goes on. That's what it looks like on radar right now. It's not super impressive, but it is already splitting and turning right, and it has slowed down a little bit. The left split is moving north at about 50. The right split, that's what it looks like on radar right now. It's not super impressive, but it is already splitting and turning right, and it has slowed down a little bit. The left split is a little more chaseable. I am way behind the 8-ball today. I woke up not feeling good, and then I left a bunch of my streaming equipment in my locker at work instead of bringing it home with me this morning. So we kind of had to play catch-up, and I've just been racing north for about the past 2 hours trying to get into position. There currently is a tornado watch. I think it's a valid until 11? Until 11 for the Oklahoma City Metro south to basically Abilene and areas along I-20 that are going to be west of the Metroplex. Hail up to 3 or 4 inches, a couple tornadoes, maybe a few strong tornadoes if the storms can take advantage of the environment the right way. Much got to say for right now. We're catching up to it. None of my GPS is working today, so we're kind of just going by how it feels and how it looks instead of having precision navigation like I normally do. I don't know what's going on with any of my location service devices right now, but none of my GPS wants to work. So we're just going for it. We should be coming into Electra here momentarily because we crossed 277 a hot minute ago. And I don't know. It looks like everything is going through and streaming. Yeah, everything should be streaming. And I've got like no voice, so if I get excited later, I'm really gonna hate myself. But to all of the new followers on the page, if you tune in and start watching, welcome aboard. I'm happy to have you here. Thanks for the support. My partners over at Texas Tornado Hunters are also on this storm, so if you drop by their page, give them a follow, give them a little love. They may have a little works because I'm so far behind the 8-ball. We're about to find out. But that's what I've got. We are streaming everywhere. I am in the middle of absolutely nowhere, and there's like probably 2 cell phone towers in the immediate vicinity, so if the stream drops out, that's going to be why. The storm is starting to get a little bit of a hook on radar. Velocity's kind of a mess, but that's what we've got. That's what it looks like. So we're starting to get a little bit of a hook on the right split, which is what we want to see. That's going to be more conducive to tornadic shenanigans in that mezzo, the left split's going to go elevated and race away from the storm. So if you're in Altus or anywhere in southwest Oklahoma, be ready for that storm, the left split, to come and catch you. Because it's moving northeast at 55? 50? I think the weather radio just said. And it's lobbing golf balls. Moving northeast at 50. It's located near Odell, just now crossing the Red River. The right split has golf balls and is blowing for 70-mile-an-hour gusts and is moving northeast at 45. Not the most chaseable storm speed in this terrain, but we'll make it work. It does have observed golf ball-sized hail. Somebody lost a windshield already, I would not be surprised. But we are, again, just outside of Electra. I don't have a good fix for the location not updating, so I'm just going to have to get into the habit of stabbing a button every so often to get the location to update. So if it seems like I'm somewhere that doesn't make sense, somebody say something in the chat, and then I will update it. But my plan to go to Vernon, I may belay that and go north out of Oakland Union towards Frederick and try and get on the other side of the river. But we shall see. We're coming up on 287 business in Electra, so we're actually in a pretty good position. I've been sweating this for a little bit because I was so far behind the 8-ball. I need to slow down a little bit. And I just broke my phone case, so that's nice. Just like got caught, it's cracked and it just disintegrated, so that's helpful. I'm going to take a peek at the chat and see what's going on in there. One comment and 11 views. Thank you, sir. Hi, Ryan. Hi, Wade. I also still haven't figured out the issue with chat not working, so that's going to be fun for me. My chat doesn't update. I promise I'm not, if it doesn't want to update, I promise I'm not ignoring you. I just can't see it. Take this turn on 287 business right here. And then we're going to go get caught up to this storm. I feel like catching a tornado today, so let's make it happen. I do got to stop and use the bathroom, so maybe we'll do that in Oakland Union. Cycle back to the radar for a second. That's what the right split and the left split look like. We're going to be targeting that right split, so I'm kind of thinking going towards Frederick where the radar is at, getting out in front of it a little bit. Then we're in Electra. We're 23 miles from Vernon, 14 miles from Oakland Union, as that street sign says. So about 15 minutes. We're in a pretty good position. I'm feeling good. Again, to everybody that's watching, whether it's your first time, whether you're coming back, there's not very many of you right now. But welcome aboard. Thanks for coming back. Thanks for being here. I do appreciate the support. Trying to grow this little thing I got going here while working full-time has been a challenge, but we're making it work. Hopefully we get a decent quality stream out of it today and we have some fun. Get to see maybe get to see a tornado, because you guys that have been here around here a while and may watch this later, remember back to 2024, my two most successful storm chasing days were days that the camera's pointing at my chest instead of my face. My two most successful storm chasing days were actually days that I had dental surgery or dental work done, and I was in a ton of pain. Didn't want to be out, didn't want to be chasing. Today's kind of no different. I have a sore throat, I'm losing my voice, I feel like shit. But there's tornadoes, so you chase. And if, history wants to repeat itself, it makes me more optimistic that we run the chance of catching a tornado or some other severe weather shenanigans. Oh, balls. I gotta make that left turn up there. Why does it say it goes through if it doesn't go through? That's disrespectful. I gotta go all the way back to the rope. It said it went through! That's rude. And then a fun and different addition to the stream today. I am not only in addition to my buddies and partners over at Texas Tornado Hunters being out here chasing today, my brother Andrew's out here, so I may just randomly pull him in on the stream phone call, or you may see him show up. Just we're kind of together but separate, bouncing ideas off of each other and whatnot. We are going to get out of Electra. We're going to head west towards Oakley Union. That's the storm over there. And almost guaranteeing that the storm is going to do something silly before I get there. The stream camera is the only thing that's set up right now. The roof camera is not mounted. My cameras aren't put together in the back seat. I was waiting until I got up here to do that. So when we get to Oakley Union, we'll take care of that. Go north towards Frederick. Get across the river. Get in a good position. Pull the radar back up. I like that that's at least working on a more consistent basis right now. And then it does look like we'll be chasing actually the next 2 days, or 3 days straight. So today, tomorrow, and Wednesday. The same region, southwest Oklahoma into northwest Texas and part of the Panhandle, is in an enhanced risk for tomorrow. And then the DFW Metroplex is going to be in an enhanced risk, most likely for primarily a hail threat, but a couple tornadoes can't be ruled out moving into Wednesday. So 3 straight days of live streaming shenanigans to end April, start May, and hopefully kick off peak tornado season here in Texas. And I drank a large fountain Dr. Pepper on my way here. Mistakes may have been made because the urge to use facilities is approaching faster than I can get to this storm, so we may have to stop at this truck stop right here. Which, if you remember back to last week, is the same truck stop we stopped at and waited for absolutely nothing to happen when we chased Southwest Oklahoma last week. Yeah, we're just gonna stop for a minute, do the couple things we gotta do so we can get locked in and ready to go. Throw some gas in the car too while I'm at it. Clean the windows, throw some gas in the car. Back in a minute. Alright, I'm back on stream. Car's full of gas. I drained my tank. Camera, video, camera. Okay, let's do it. So you are on speaker and you are on the stream, Andrew. Alright. Oh, wow, yeah, that's actually very photogenic. You can see I can see the hook. I can see the base. Look at that.
I'm literally right next to it. I'm on, I don't even know. I'm almost 2 of down. Not sure what road. And I'm gonna turn right and go across the river at 3.
It's got a very good look to it. It actually does look very healthy now that I have good eyes on it.
Yeah. Very green.
Oh wow, it's slowed way the hell down. The right split's only moving at 30.
Yeah. That left split doesn't look bad either. It can,
Uh, sorry, I switched to the roof cam real quick, making sure that that's working. That's working. It's sideways for some reason, but we'll figure that out here in a minute. So I still think going to... Let me pull up the map here. Go away, Google. Yeah, I think going to Oakland Union, going north, and then waiting for it to come across the river in Frederick is going to be the solution. Stay out of the hail that way too. Refresh the chat. That's what it looks like on radar. Let me readjust the radar frame a little bit so it's a little more centered. And then let's switch to the roof cam. And we'll go... That's what a broad view of the storm looks like. And then if we switch back to the main feed, I'll spin that camera that way a little bit. There's the base. And it has a nice little hook with a little base starting to develop basically right over 287. Another one developing just to the right of it. Kind of position northwest looking into the storm. It's a good looking storm. I'm optimistic now. We're in Herald. We're just to the south of, just to the southeast of the storm at the moment. What's up?
That's enough. I was taking pictures of the cattle.
I was so tired at work the other day. We were driving to Stephenville, and there's a huge head of cattle sitting in one of the fields. And I looked at my partner and go, "Hey man, look at that flock of cows." Oh wait, they're not. That's not a flock. Cows don't come in flocks. They don't fly.
It's true. Not yet. I don't know.
My GPS is back to not knowing where I'm at. It thinks I'm still sitting in Electra for some reason. I don't know what's going on with that with Google Maps.
There's a lot of conversations. Like I've seen probably 50.
Yeah, there's a lot of people that wanted to. There's a lot of people that had the same mindset that I did. You know, why go all the way to. Wow, just look at that. That is a beautiful storm. Why go to Minnesota when the next 3-4 days of severe weather are going to be down here?
Reed Timmerman's Minnesota.
Well, Reed does what Reed does.
The storm to the southwest. Oh,
Yeah, I have to keep an eye on that one too. But like the Vort Max, like the conditionally best space is where we're at right now. I'm gonna go look at SPC real quick. Where's the vorticity? Oh yeah, like the vorticity bullseye is right over the Red River right now.
No, it doesn't look the best. I mean, it doesn't look completely crap either. So definitely.
Nope.
It looks like it's nice. That left split looks like a better store, but just going due north.
I mean, it doesn't look like so much like it's dying. It more just looks like it's trying to left split again. It's wrapping up a little bit again.
I think they took, man, I'm calling it already.
I'm about to roll into Davidson. I'll stop here for a second and reevaluate.
Yeah.
That stuff coming from the southwest may be worth keeping an eye. I mean, like you already said, they look pretty good so far.
I think this thing died so quick. Yeah, I mean, that stuff to the southwest is not that far away.
I mean, the base still looks pretty good. It's got a healthy RFD cut on it.
Yeah,
What's up?
up to the southwest.
I'll find a spot to pull over up here in a second. I mean, it doesn't look super terrible. It doesn't look great, but it doesn't look super terrible visually.
all the tape.
Is that Storm Chaser Adam Lucio? I said, is that Storm Chaser Adam Lucio? I'm parked right behind Adam.
Where portions of Oklahoma, including the following counties: Atoka, Beckham, Blaine, Bryant, Juneau, Canadian, Carter, Cleveland,
All right, I'll be right back.
Stevens, Tillman, and Washington, and Northern Texas, including the following counties: Archer, Baylor, Clay, Ford, Hardeman, Knox, Wichita, and Will Barker. 7 p.m. Central Daylight Time this evening through late Wednesday night. Impacts: excessive runoff may result in flooding of rivers, creeks, streams, and other low-lying and flood-prone locations. Creeks and streams may rise out of their banks. Flooding may occur in poor drainage and urban areas. Low water crossings may be flooded. Area creeks and streams are running high and could flood with more heavy rain. Additional details: several rounds of thunderstorms will result in widespread 2 to 4 inches of rainfall with locally higher amounts. http://weather.gov/safety/ you should monitor later forecasts and be alert for possible flood warnings. Those living in areas prone to flooding should be prepared to take action should flooding develop. p.m. Central Daylight Time for southeastern Jackson, south central Iowa, northwestern Tillman, and north central Will Barker counties. 6:42 p.m. Central Daylight Time. A severe thunderstorm was located 8 miles southwest of Tinton, moving northeast at 35 miles an hour. Impact: people and animals outdoors will be injured. Siding, windows, and vehicles. Expect considerable tree damage. Wind damage is also likely to mobile homes, roofs, and outbuildings. Locations impacted include Frederick, Tipton, Manitou, Hendrick, and Hess. A tornado watch remains in effect for the Warren area. Tornadoes can develop quickly from severe thunderstorms.
All right, I'm back.
The National Weather Service has issued tornado
It's got such a nice updraft on it, and it's like got a very great presentation in the mid levels, but the low levels just look like shit.
in Texas, Archer,
Stick back up on radar.
tornado watch means the conditions are
Right.
favorable for the development of severe weather.
Your bubble cam working.
I like it. It's on right now. It's a little
Weather may not be imminent.
the one drawback to it. It's a little
Changing weather conditions and listen for
like it just gets crooked when it's turning,
Oh, so it's not like bubble.
commercial radio
and I don't know if
Hitting the dome and forcing the camera down.
for the latest severe weather information.
it's a limitation of like the actual camera because it should have plenty.
Or if it's just.
Atoka, Beckham, Blaine,
It looks like it's got
Canadian, Carter, Cleveland,
So is the camera itself going down?
Yeah, the
Carbon, Grady,
camera itself.
Hughes, Jackson, Jefferson, Johnson, Kay, Lincoln, Logan, Love, Marshall,
Yeah.
Oklahoma,
It's also not horribly centered on the roof right now, so they have something to hold.
Stevens, Tillman, Washington, and Northern Texas, including the following counties: Archer, Baylor, Clay,
That looks a little better.
Wichita,
rocks out, I'm gonna pay you to build it.
Yeah, that's actually a lot better now that I fixed it.
Looks like it's pouring down a little bit. Maybe that's all it is some kind of leveling. If it's on a gimbal, then it's something with the leveling. The thing was throwing out some real good bolts at a certain time.
Yeah, it's a cake pan, and then there's a piece of plywood underneath it that everything is bolted into. Hey, it just has to work, right? It doesn't have to look pretty.
No.
And the cord just runs down.
Yeah.
Thunderstorm was located 8 miles southwest of Tipton, moving northeast at 35 miles an hour. Hazard, golf ball size lead at 70
Yeah, when I was chasing those storms in Parker County last week, I was straight up in the rain band yard. We had like how trash this stuff is like, not a drop of water outside the best. Or underneath it, which is the other thing. Mm-hmm.
The National Weather Service has issued tornado watch number 1
I have
effective until
I put rain-x on there. You drive it fast enough, the water blows off.
This watch includes the following counties:
Yep.
and the following counties:
Give me
while severe weather may not
it's like it's so far north of it looks like it would have been now.
flooding caused by excessive rainfall is possible. Where portions of Oklahoma, including the following counties: Atoka, Beckham, Blaine, Price,
The Southwest is starting to do.
Cole,
So much easier to drop south than chase tail.
Garvin,
We
Grady,
all know this.
Harmon, Hughes, Jackson, Jefferson, Johnson, Kay, Kingfisher, Kiowa,
I mean, it's moving fast enough too. It's what, moving northeast at 45.
Oklahoma,
Yeah, it would get here. We could meet it in less than an hour.
Yeah.
Probably what I'll end up doing if this don't take off. Maybe this was just the second storm. Because that stuff is going up in clear air, even though there's
Yeah, I came up through like Jacksboro and Archer City and all of that. The Sirius deck was still there, but it was a lot thinner. It was a lot warmer too.
that's what's going to Yeah, maybe just let this thing go. Head south.
It is starting to look a little. I mean, even on the upper tilts, it's not super great.
No, it has such a nice shape. And I might slide north just a few more miles, just in case. You know, we're hitting that magic hour, so
Yeah.
I might slide north a few miles just in case. And
What the-
if not, it's easy to drop south. We're going to India.
Nice seeing you, Adam. You still there? Yeah, I mean, if the LLJ can kick into it, I think it'll do pretty good at actually turning into something worth seeing, but until then, it looks kind of anemic.
Expect hail damage to roofs, siding,
One of the...
and vehicles. Expect wind damage to roofs.
What does the upper level support look like right now?
Locations impacted include Frederick, Tipton, Manitou, and Everett. A tornado watch remains in effect for the warned area. Tornadoes can develop quickly from severe
I
thunderstorms.
mean, the upper level support looks really good. The surface, not so much.
On the lowest floor
But
of a building. Flood watch in effect from 7 p.m. Central Daylight Time this evening through late Wednesday night. What flooding caused by excessive rainfall is possible?
yeah, it's really
Following counties: Dakota,
actually starting to move off a lot of the lower level support. It looks like that's back a little further southwest.
Garfield, Garvin, Grady, Greer, Harmon,
Yeah, I'm
Hughes,
gonna give this
Jackson,
storm
Jefferson, Johnson, Kay,
southwest of here.
Kingfisher, Kiowa,
Give it
Lincoln,
a shot.
Logan, Love,
I'm just gonna
Marshall,
sit and burn it
Murray,
for about
Noble,
20, 30
Oklahoma,
minutes,
State,
and if nothing's
Pontotoc,
going by
Potawatomi,
7:30, I'm
Seminole,
headed out.
Stevens, Tillman, and Washita, and northern Texas, including the following counties:
I already got
Archer,
home
Baylor,
punched in the
Clay,
GPS.
Ford, Hardeman, Knox, Wichita, and Wilbarger. When, from 7 p.m. Central Daylight Time this evening through late Wednesday night. Excessive runoff may result in flooding of rivers, creeks, streams, and other low-lying flood locations. Creeks and streams may rise out of their banks. Poor drainage and urban areas. Low water crossings may be flooded. Area creeks and streams are running high and could flood with more heavy rain. Additional details: several rounds of thunderstorms will result in widespread 2 to 4 inches of rainfall with locally higher amounts. http://wweather.com/safety/flood.
what was that?
Forecast and be alert for possible
I wonder what would it
those
take.
living in areas prone to flooding should be prepared to take action should
Trees
flooding
look like they were.
Yeah, I mean, there's just that little bit of a...
Central Wilbarger County is canceled.
There's that cirrus deck that's hanging out overhead that probably is not helping things.
Warning has been canceled. Severe thunderstorm warning remains in effect until 7:15 p.m. Central Daylight Time for southeastern Jackson, south central Kiowa, and northwestern Tillman counties.
Yeah, so that... Did you read the mesoscale discussion that came out about an hour ago now? So, initial supercell, the summary, initial supercells will pose a mainly risk of very large hail, locally severe gusts. The tornado risk is expected to increase into the evening as the lower level jet strengthens around 0Z. Per 21Z NSSL sounding, it's mostly... convergence is maximized near the dry line amid a mostly uncapped air mass. Strong instability driven by the boundary layer, blah, 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 blah. Another 50 knots of shear will support discrete, semi-discrete supercells. Depicts weak winds in the 1 to 2 kilometer above ground layer, despite favorable deep layer shear for supercells. Dominant right movers with increasing super... probably...
Your call has been forwarded.
So, all of that to say, the storm that we're on isn't looking super great at the moment. And it's gotten pretty weak. The condition, I mean, the environment is there for a strong supercell and potentially a couple of strong tornadoes. And that's evident by mesoanalysis. The SPC mentioned the special NSSL sounding. So it may be worth... I'm not super positive this storm is going to do it. It may be worth keeping an eye on that storm further to the south. Let's relocate. We're going to head towards Vernon. Give that storm a little time to mature. And I mean, if push comes to shove and we catch a nighttime tornado out of it, it's a nighttime tornado. But I'm going to call Andrew here in just a second to confer some of the same thoughts, but so basically, to summarize, the discussion that came out a little while ago, there's a fairly potent air mass here, and I mean, it's supportive of tornadic supercells, but there's some weaker winds at the 1 to 2 kilometer above ground range, which is kind of evident by the way this storm was behaving. So and if you look at the SPC mesoanalysis for this area, the better shear and the better environment's kind of a little further back southwest, kind of where that storm's moving into. So I'm gonna call the audible and we're gonna go south. I'm gonna go to Vernon, kind of like you were saying, because that puts us in a good position to drop southwest along 70 and get into it. But we're kind of hitting the golden hour. We probably got about, an hour and 20 minutes worth of light left?
Yep.
So if it's going to do it, it's going to do it as the LLJ starts to arrive.
Yep.
So if it's going to do it, it's going to do it as the LLJ starts to arrive about now.
We'll look on it now, but, I mean, the velocity is crap, but...
Yeah, and I mean, it's like the environment is super conductive to stout supercells, especially at the upper levels. I mean, it's coming right off the jet, so I'm not very surprised at that. It's just I don't know if it's going to materialize all the way down to the ground, especially with this lack of lower level instability. Whoops. I looked at the radar for 2 seconds. Crossed the double yellow. Oopsies. Yeah, I'm going to go to Vernon and watch this storm to the southwest because it's already kind of got that splitting look to it a little bit.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm already in Vernon, but I had it south about 15 minutes ago.
I mean, I'm in Oakland Union still, so I'm not too far behind you. I didn't go all the way to Frederick. Oh, there's Tim Marshall and Carson Eads. Oh, there's Tim Marshall and Carson Eads. They're just based on that, it looks like they're probably having the same second thoughts I am because they turned around and started pointing south.
I mean, it's the only storm that looks decent.
It's kind of blobby right now, but you can see it's trying to split. Let's see what Discord is saying. I wonder if anybody's talking shit in Discord.
They're saying everything's good.
It's down to 1-inch hail now. It's cooked. Where are you at in Vernon?
Trying to find a place to stop. I'm basically in downtown Vernon at 283 and 287.
I'll probably go to the Cefco. That's where I normally sit.
Well, it's strong, just don't organize. Yeah, yeah. So this still gives us a good spot. Yeah, we can sit here for, 30 minutes or, honestly, nothing can really establish for 30 minutes. Where are you at?
I'm in Oakley Union. I'm coming into Oakley Union right now. And then I'll go to one of the gas stations in Vernon. Set up there for a little bit. Kind of just looking at tomorrow, probably head west towards Abilene around 1. Maybe a little earlier than that, maybe around 11. Oh, I gotta take this call, hang on. Oh shit! I didn't have my audio on. There's no sound. That would be why. I'm uh, outside of Chillicothe, outside of Vernon, between Vernon and Chillicothe. Gonna get caught up on this cell. Somebody on my team said there's a tornado on it, or there was when it was near Crowell. So we're going to creep our way up 281. It looks pretty good on radar. The velocity's definitely increasing. The lower level jet's definitely kicking in. It is lobbing like golf ball sized hail, and I don't have a great view of where the hail core is at. So that could turn into a problem for us here in a little bit. But I figured core punch it, try and get into it a little bit, see what happens. Yeah. West of Chillicothe, I got an eye on the base. It's actually starting to look pretty good. It's got a nice inflow. It's got a nice inflow tail in front of it. It's got a nice RFD sculpture on the back. I don't know. I'm gonna try and get up towards Quana a little bit, give it a few minutes, and see if it wants to do some shenanigans. It's a very, very pretty mezzo, though. I'm gonna have to pull over and get some pictures of it. Yeah. I'm gonna pull over up here and get some pictures. Keep with it. All right. Bye. Developing wall cloud.
Expected hazards include all sides hitting 60 miles an hour. This is a radar indicated threat. The following
Here comes the hail.
animals outdoors will be injured. Expect hail damage to
Here's a big hail. Oh, let's go to the hail camp.
source radar. The following impacts are expected. Flash flooding of small creeks and streams, urban areas, highways, streets, and underpasses, as well as other poor drainage and flooding areas. Some locations that will experience flash flooding include Altus, Rana, Chillicothe, Woolsey, El Dorado, Homer, Friendship, Woodhouse, Humphreys, Altus Air Force Base, and Hess. Turn around, toll drought when encountering flooded roads. Most of flood deaths occur in vehicles. Flood watch in effect from 7 p.m. Central Daylight Time this evening through late Wednesday night. What? A severe thunderstorm warning remains in effect until 8:45 p.m. Central Daylight Time for Jackson, Central Iowa, northwestern Tillman, southeastern Norman, southeastern Greer, northwestern Wilbarger, and central Hardin counties. At 8:10 p.m. Central Daylight Time, severe thunderstorms were located along a line extending from near 2 to 5 miles west of Chillicothe, moving northeast at 50 miles an hour. Hazard, all sides hitting 70 miles an hour. Coasts. This is a radar indicated threat. Impact, people and animals outdoors will be injured. Expect hail damage to roofs, siding, windows, and vehicles. Expect considerable tree damage. Wind damage is also likely to blow homes, roofs, and outbuildings. Locations impacted include Altus, Frederick, Quanah, Snyder, Tipton, Blair, Chillicothe, Woolsey, El Dorado, Mountain Park, Roosevelt, Manitou, Marfa, Elmer, Hendrick, Friendship, Cooper, Altus Air Force Base, Tom Steed Reservoir, and Warren. The tornado watch remains in effect for the Warren area. Tornadoes can develop quickly from severe thunderstorms. For your protection, move to an interior room on the lowest floor of a building. Torrential rainfall is occurring with these storms and may lead to flash flooding. Do not drive your vehicle through flooded roadways. Flood watch in effect from 7 p.m. Central Daylight Time this evening through late Wednesday night. What? Flooding caused by excessive rainfall is possible. Where? Portions of Oklahoma, including the following counties: Patoka, Beckham, Blaine, Bryan, Caddo, Canadian, Carter, Cleveland, Cole, Comanche, Cotton, Garfield, Garvin, Grady, Greer, Harmon, Hughes, Jackson, Jefferson, Johnson,
Turn
Kane,
that off.
Kingfisher, Kiowa, Lincoln, Logan, Love, Marshall, McLean, Murray, Noble, Oklahoma, Dane, Pontotoc, Potawatomi, Seminole, Stevens, Tillman, and Washita, and northern Texas, including the following counties: Archer, Baylor, Clay, Ford, Hardeman, Knox, Wichita, and Wilbarger. When? From 7 p.m. Central Daylight Time this evening through late Wednesday night. Impacts. Excessive runoff may result in flooding of rivers, creeks, streams, and other low-lying Global flood warnings. Those living in areas prone to flooding should be prepared to take action should flooding develop. A severe thunderstorm warning remains in effect until 8:30 p.m. Central Daylight Time for Central Hardeman County. At 8 p.m. Central Daylight Time, a severe thunderstorm was located 7 miles south of Florida, moving northeast at 30 miles an hour. Hazard: a ball-sized hail at 60 miles an hour with gusts. This is a radar-indicated threat. Impact: people and animals outdoors will be injured. Expect hail damage to roofs, siding, windows, and vehicles. Expect wind damage to roofs, siding, and trees. Locations impacted include Quanah and Goodland. A tornado watch remains in effect for the warned area. Tornadoes can develop quickly from severe thunderstorms. For your protection, move to an interior room on the lowest floor of a building. A severe thunderstorm warning remains in effect until 8:45 p.m. Central Daylight Time for Jackson, Central Iowa, Northwestern Tillman, Southeastern Harmon, Southeastern Greer, Northwestern Wilbarger, and Central Hardeman counties.
Ooh, I'm gonna slide. I'm gonna slide.
Daylight time. Severe thunderstorms were located along a line extending from near 2 to 5 miles west of Chillicothe, moving northeast at 50 miles an hour. Hazard: golf ball size hail at 70 miles an hour with gusts. This is a radar-indicated threat. Impact: people and animals outdoors will be injured. Expect hail damage to roofs, siding, windows, and vehicles. Expect considerable tree damage. Wind damage is also likely to move homes, roofs, and outbuildings. Locations impacted include Altus, Frederick, Quanah, Snyder, Tipton, Blair, Chillicothe, OFC, El Dorado, Mountain Park, Roosevelt, Manitou, Martha, Elmer, Hendrick, Friendship, Cooper, Altus Air Force Base, Tom Steele Reservoir, and Warren. A tornado watch remains in effect for the Warren area. Tornadoes can develop quickly from severe thunderstorms. For your protection, move to an interior room on the lowest floor of a building. Torrential rainfall is occurring with these storms and may lead to flash flooding. Do not drive your vehicle through flooded roadways. Flood advisory in effect until 10:45 p.m. Central Daylight Time this evening. What? Flooding caused by excessive rainfall is expected. Where? Portions of southwest Oklahoma, including the following counties: Jackson and Tillman, and northern Texas, including the following counties: Ford, Hardeman, and Wilbarger. When? Until 10:45 p.m. Central Daylight Time. Impacts: minor flooding in low-lying and poor drainage areas. Additional details: at 7:45 p.m. Central Daylight Time, Doppler radar indicated heavy rain due to thunderstorms. Minor flooding is expected to begin shortly in the advisory area. Additional rainfall amounts of 1 to 2 inches are expected over the area. This additional rain will result in minor flooding. Some locations that will experience flooding include Altus, Quanah, Chillicothe, OFC, El Dorado, Elmer, Hendrick, Friendship, Woodell, Madison Mound, Goodland, Humphreys, Altus Air Force Base, Warren, Hess, Rayland, and Copper Break State Park. http://www.weather.gov/safety/flood turnaround. Don't drown when encountering flooded roads. Most flood deaths occur in vehicles. The National Weather Service has issued Tornado Watch number 182, effective until 11 p.m. Central Daylight Time. This watch includes the following counties in Oklahoma: explosive hail capable of producing significant damage. People outside should move to shelter inside a strong building and stay away from windows. A tornado watch remains in effect for the warned area. Additional rainfall amounts of 1 to 2 inches are possible in the warned area. Flash flooding is ongoing or expected to begin shortly. Expected hazards include flash flooding caused by thunderstorms. Source: radar. The following impacts are expected: flash flooding of small creeks and streams, urban areas, highways, streets, and underpasses, as well as other poor drainage and low-lying areas. Some locations that will experience flash flooding include Altus, Quanah, Chillicothe, Biloxi, El Dorado, Elmer, Friendship, Odell, Humphreys, Altus Air Force Base, and Hess. Turn around. Don't drown when encountering flooded roads. Most flood deaths occur in vehicles. Flood watch in effect from 7 p.m. Central Daylight Time this evening through late Wednesday night. What? Flooding caused by excessive rainfall is possible. Where? Portions of Oklahoma, including the following counties: Atoka, Beckham, Blaine, Bryan, Caddo, Canadian, Carter, Cleveland, Cole, Comanche, Cotton, Garfield, Garvin, Grady, Greer, Harmon, Hughes, Jackson, Jefferson, Johnson, Kay, Kingfisher, Kiowa, Lincoln, Logan, Love, Marshall, McLean, Murray, Noble, Oklahoma, Payne, Onatoc, Potawatomi, Seminole, Stevens, Tillman, and Washita, and northern Texas, including the following counties: Archer, Baylor, Clay, Ford, Hardeman, Knox, Wichita, and Will Barker. When? From 7 p.m. Central Daylight Time this evening through late Wednesday night. Impacts: excessive runoff may result in flooding of rivers, creeks, streams, and other low-lying and flood-prone locations. Creeks and streams may rise out of their banks. Flooding may occur in poor drainage and urban areas. Low water crossings may be flooded. Area creeks and streams are running high and could flood with more heavy rain. Additional details: several rounds of thunderstorms will result in widespread 2 to 4 inches of rainfall with locally higher. http://www.weather.gov/safety/ A severe thunderstorm warning remains in effect until 9 p.m. Central Daylight Time for northwestern Jackson, northwestern Kiowa, and central Greer counties. At 8:23 p.m. Central Daylight Time, a severe thunderstorm was located 4 miles south of Mangum, moving northeast at 35 miles an hour. This is a destructive storm for Hester and Mangum. Hazard: 3-inch hail and 70 miles an hour wind gusts. This is a radar-indicated threat. Impact: people and animals outdoors will be severely injured. Expect shattered windows, extensive damage to roofs, siding, and vehicles. Locations impacted include Hobart, Mangum, Granite, Blair, Lone Wolf, Martha, Willow, Duke, Brinkman, Hester, and Altus Lugard Lake. A tornado watch remains in effect for the warned area. Tornadoes can develop quickly from severe thunderstorms. For your protection, move to an interior room on the lowest floor of a building. This is a dangerous storm. Prepare immediately for large destructive hail capable of producing significant damage. People outside should move to a shelter inside a strong building and away from windows. Flood watch in effect from 7 p.m. Central Daylight Time this evening through late Wednesday night. What flooding caused by excessive rainfall is possible? Where portions of Oklahoma, including the following counties: Atoka, Beckham, Blaine, Bryan, Caddo, Canadian, Carter, Cleveland, Cole, Comanche, Cotton, Garfield, Garvin, Grady, Greer, Harmon, Hughes, Jackson, Jefferson, Johnson, Kay, Kingfisher, Kiowa, Lincoln, Logan, Love, Marshall, McLean, Murray, Noble, Oklahoma, Payne, Onatoc, Potawatomi, Seminole, Stevens, Tillman, and Washita, and northern Texas, including the following counties: Archer, Baylor, Clay, Ford, Hardeman, Knox, Wichita, and Wilbarger. When? From 7 p.m. Central Daylight Time this evening through late Wednesday night. Impact: excessive runoff may result in flooding of rivers, creeks, streams, and other low-lying and flood-prone locations. Creeks and streams may rise out of their banks. Flooding may occur in poor drainage and urban areas. Low water crossings may be flooded. Area creeks and streams are running high and could flood with more heavy rain. Additional details: several rounds of thunderstorms will result in widespread 2 to 4 inches of rainfall with locally higher amounts. http://www.weather.gov/safety/flood. You should monitor later forecasts and be alert for possible flood warnings. Those living in areas prone to flooding should be prepared to take action should flooding develop. A severe thunderstorm warning remains in effect until 8:30 p.m. Central Daylight Time. At 8 p.m. Central Daylight Time, a severe thunderstorm was located south of Atlanta, moving northeast at 30 miles an hour. Hazard: ping pong ball size hail at 60 miles an hour with gusts. This is a radar indicated threat. Impact: people and animals outdoors will be injured. Expect hail damage to roofs, siding, windows, and vehicles. Expect wind damage to roofs, siding, and trees. Locations impacted include Quanah and Goodlet. A tornado watch remains in effect for the warned area. Tornadoes can develop quickly from severe thunderstorms. For your protection, move to an interior room on the lowest floor of a building. A severe thunderstorm warning remains in effect until 8:45 p.m. Central Daylight Time for Jackson, Central Kiowa, Northwestern Tillman, Southeastern Harmon, Southeastern Greer, Northwestern Wilbarger, and Central Hardeman counties. At 8:10 p.m. Central Daylight Time, severe thunderstorms were located along a line extending from near Duke to 5 miles west of Chillicothe, moving northeast at 50 miles an hour. Hazard: golf ball size hail at 70 miles an hour with gusts. This is a radar indicated threat. Impact: people and animals outdoors will be injured. Expect hail damage to roofs, siding, windows, and vehicles. Expect considerable tree damage. Wind damage is also likely to mobile homes, roofs, and outbuildings. Locations impacted include Altus, Frederick, Quanah, Snyder, Tipton, Blair, Chillicothe, Boise, El Dorado, Mountain Park, Roosevelt, Manitou, Martha, Elmer, Hendrick, Friendship, Copeland, Altus Air Force Base, Tom Steve Reservoir, and Warren. A tornado watch remains in effect for the Warren area. Tornadoes can develop quickly from severe thunderstorms. For your protection, move to an interior room on the lowest floor of a building. Torrential rainfall is occurring with these storms and may lead to flash flooding. Do not drive your vehicle through flooded roadways. A severe thunderstorm warning remains in effect until 9 p.m. Central Daylight Time for northwestern Jackson, northwestern Kiowa, and central Greer counties. At 8:23 p.m. Central Daylight Time, a severe thunderstorm was located 4 miles south of Mangum, moving northeast at 35 miles an hour. This is a destructive storm for Hester and Mangum. Hazard: 3-inch hail at 70 miles an hour with gusts. This is a radar indicated threat. Impact: people and animals outdoors will be severely injured. Expect shattered windows, extensive damage to roofs, siding, and vehicles. Locations impacted include especially for large destructive hail capable of producing significant damage. People outside should also shelter inside a strong building and away from windows. Flood advisory in effect until 10:45 p.m. Central Daylight Time this evening. What? Flooding caused by excessive rainfall is expected. Where? Portions of southwest Oklahoma, including the following counties: Jackson and Tillman, and northern Texas, including the following counties: Ford, Hardeman, and Will Barker. When? Until 10:45 p.m. Central Daylight Time. Impacts: minor flooding in low-lying and poor drainage areas. Additional details: at 7:45 p.m. Central Daylight Time, Doppler radar indicated heavy rain due to thunderstorms. Minor flooding is expected to begin shortly in the advisory area. Additional rainfall amounts of 1 to 2 inches are expected over the area. This additional rain will result in minor flooding. Some locations that will experience flooding include Altus, Quanah, Chillicothe, Biloxi, El Dorado, Elmer, Hendrick, Friendship, Odell, Madison Mound, Goodland, Humphreys, Altus Air Force Base, Warren, Hess, Rayland, and Copper Break State Park. http://www.weather.gov/safety/flood turnaround. Don't drown when encountering flooded roads. Most of flood deaths occur in vehicles. The National Weather Service has issued Tornado Watch number 182, effective until 11 p.m. Central Daylight Time. This watch includes the following counties in Oklahoma: Greer, Harmon, Jackson, Kiowa, and Tillman, and the following counties in Texas: Hardeman and Will Barker. Remember, a tornado watch means the conditions are favorable for the development of severe weather, including tornadoes, large hail, and damaging winds, in and close to the watch area. While severe weather may not be imminent, persons should remain alert for rapidly changing weather conditions and listen for later statements and possible warnings. Stay tuned to NOAA Weather Radio, commercial radio, and television outlets.
Wow.
Internet sources for the
Shit.
latest severe weather information. The National Weather Service in Norman has issued a flash flood warning for Jackson County in southwestern Oklahoma, east central Hardeman County in northern Texas, northwestern Will Barker County in northern Texas until 10 p.m. Central Daylight Time. At 8:04 p.m. Central Daylight Time, Doppler radar indicated thunderstorms producing heavy rain across the warned area. Up to 1 inch of rain has fallen between El Dorado and Biloxi. Additional rainfall amounts of 1 to 2 inches are possible in the warned area. Flash flooding is ongoing or expected to begin shortly. Expected hazards include flash flooding caused by thunderstorms. Source: radar. The following impacts are expected: flash flooding of small creeks and streams, urban areas, highways, streets, and underpasses, as well as other poor drainage and low-lying areas. Some locations that will experience flash flooding include Altus, Quanah, Chillicothe, Biloxi, El Dorado, Elmer, Friendship, Odell, Humphreys, Altus Air Force Base, and Hess. Turn around. Don't drown when encountering flooded roads. Most of flood deaths occur in vehicles. Flood watch in effect from 7 p.m. Central Daylight Time this evening through late Wednesday night. What? Flooding caused by excessive rainfall is possible. Where? Portions of Oklahoma, including the following counties: Atoka, Beckham, Blaine, Bryan, Caddo, Canadian, Carter, Cleveland, Cole, Comanche, Cotton, Garfield, Garvin, Grady, Greer, Harmon, Hughes, Jackson, Jefferson, Johnson, Kay, Kingfisher, Kiowa, Lincoln, Logan, Love, Marshall, McLean, Murray, Noble, Oklahoma, Payne, Pontotoc, Potawatomi, Seminole, Stevens, Tillman, and Washita, and northern Texas, including the following counties: Archer, Baylor, Clay, Ford, Hardeman, Knox, Wichita, and Will Barker. When? From 7 p.m. Central Daylight Time this evening through late Wednesday night. Impacts: excessive runoff may result in flooding of rivers, creeks, streams, and other low-lying and flood-prone locations. Creeks and streams may rise out of their banks. Flooding may occur in poor drainage and urban areas. Low water crossings may be flooded. Area creeks and streams are running high and could flood with more heavy rain. Additional details: several rounds of thunderstorms will result in widespread 2
Where
to
did my
4
phone
inches
go?
of rainfall with locally higher amounts. http://www.weather.gov/safety/flood. You should monitor later forecasts and the weather.gov/. The alert for possible flood warnings. Those living in areas prone to flooding should be prepared to take action should flooding develop. A severe thunderstorm warning remains in Jackson, central Kiowa, northwestern Tillman, southeastern Harmon, southeastern Greer, northwestern Wilbarger. A severe thunderstorm warning remains in effect until 9 p.m. Central Daylight Time for northern Jackson, northwestern Kiowa, and eastern Greer counties. At 8:35 p.m. Central Daylight Time, a severe thunderstorm was located near Mangum, moving northeast at 35 miles an hour. This is a destructive storm from Mangum. Hazard, 3-inch hail and 70 miles an hour wind gusts. Severe weather has been reported by the public. Impact, people and animals outdoors will be severely injured. Expect shattered windows, extensive damage to roofs, siding, and vehicles. Locations impacted include Hobart, Mangum, Granite, Blair, Lone Wolf, Willow, Brinkman, Hester, and Alpes Lugard Lake. A tornado watch remains in effect for the warned area. Tornadoes can develop quickly from severe thunderstorms. For your protection, move to an interior room on the lowest floor of a building. This is a dangerous storm. Prepare immediately for large destructive hail capable of producing significant damage. People outside should move to a shelter inside a strong building and away from windows. A severe thunderstorm warning remains in effect until 8:45 p.m. Central Daylight Time for Jackson, central Kiowa, northwestern Tillman, southeastern Harmon, southeastern Greer, northwestern Wilbarger, and central Hardeman counties. A line extending from 5 miles west of Chillicothe, northeast at 50 miles an hour. Hazard, golf ball size hail at 70 miles an hour gusts. This is radar indicated threat. Impact, people and animals outdoors will be injured. Expect hail damage to roofs, siding, windows, and vehicles. Expect considerable tree damage. Wind damage is also likely to blow homes, roofs, and outbuildings. Locations impacted include Altus, Frederick, Quanah, Snyder, Pittman, Blair, Chillicothe, Woolsey, El Dorado, Ogdenburg, Roosevelt, Manitou, Martha, Elmer, Hendrick, Friendship, Coleman, Altus Air Force Base, Tom State Reservoir, and Orem. A tornado watch remains in effect for the warned area. Tornadoes can develop quickly from severe thunderstorms. For your protection, move to an interior room on the lowest floor of a building. Torrential rainfall is occurring with these storms, and may lead to flash flooding. Do not drive your vehicle through flooded roadways. A severe thunderstorm warning remains in effect until 9 p.m. Central Daylight Time for northern Jackson.
Oh, okay. It is.
For your protection to an interior room.
I was like, I don't know why the audio cut out. It's still there.
Tornado watch remains in effect for the warned area. The tornado warning remains in effect until 9:30 p.m. Central Daylight Time for East Central Jackson and northwestern Teaneck counties. At 8:47 p.m. Central Daylight Time, a severe thunderstorm capable of producing a tornado was located 4 miles west of Humphreys, moving east at 25 miles an hour. Hazard: tornado with golf ball size hail. This is a radar-indicated threat rotation. Impact: flying debris will be dangerous to those caught without shelter. Mobile homes will be damaged or destroyed. Damage to roofs, windows, and vehicles will occur. Tree damage is likely. Locations impacted include Altus, Humphreys, and Altus Air Force Base. Take cover now. Move to a storm shelter, safe room, or an interior room on the lowest floor of a sturdy building. Avoid windows. If you are outdoors, in a mobile home, or in a vehicle, move to the closest substantial shelter and protect yourself from flying debris. Flooding is no longer expected to pose a threat. Please continue to heed remaining road closures. A flood watch remains in effect until 1 a.m. Central Daylight Time Thursday for portions of Oklahoma and northern Texas. At 8:38 p.m. Central Daylight Time, trained weather spotters reported flash flooding of some city streets in Altus. Between 1 and 2 inches of rain have fallen. The expected rainfall rate is 1 to 2 inches in 1 hour. Additional rainfall amounts of 1 to 2 inches are possible in the warned area. Flash flooding is ongoing or expected to begin shortly. Hazard: flash flooding caused by thunderstorms. Source: train spotters reported. Impact: flash flooding of small creeks and streams, urban areas, highways, streets, and underpasses, as well as other poor drainage and low-lying areas. Some locations that will experience flash flooding include Altus, Biloxi, El Dorado, Elmer, Friendship, Humphreys, Altus Air Force Base, and Hess. Turn around. Don't drown when encountering flooded roads. Most flood deaths occur in vehicles. Flood watch in effect from 7 p.m. Central Daylight Time this evening through late Wednesday night. Flooding caused by excessive rainfall is possible. Where? Portions of Oklahoma, including the following counties: Atoka, Beckham, Blaine, Bryan, Caddo, Canadian, Carter, Cleveland, Cumberland, Comanche, Cotton, Garfield, Garvin, Grady, Greer, Harlan, Hughes, Jackson, Jefferson, Johnston, Kay, Kingfisher, Kiowa, Lincoln, Logan, Love, Marshall, McLean, Murray, Oklahoma, Baylor, Clay, Ford, Hardeman, Knox, Wichita, and Will Barker. When? From 7 p.m.
What
Central
up?
Daylight Time this evening through late Wednesday night. Excessive runoff may result in flooding of rivers,
All right, well, let's try this again tomorrow.
Birthday. Say bye. Sorry, my daughter called.
Oh, you're good.
It's good seeing you finally.
It was
though,
nice to see you.
You know,
Um,
hit me up on Wednesday if you're out and about.
yeah. It was a meeting of the minds with the Texas Tornado Hunters crew.
Minor flooding is expected to begin shortly in the advisory area.
Well, that was silly.
Rainfall amounts of 1 to 2
We'll try again tomorrow.
expected over the area.
I'm going to kill the stream for right now.